Hey guys, it's your boy CeeLo, not Green, and today I have a super quick update video for you guys regarding the Overwatch League. Last night on Twitter, the Washington Justice posted a tweet pretty much hinting the fact that some news about the Overwatch League was coming today. After they posted that, Mr. X also tweeted a gif of Obama with him saying tomorrow, basically 100% confirming that news was going to drop today. And it sure did. Last night I made my first community post talking about Mr. X's tweet, so be on the lookout for when I post more mini updates on there. Okay. But before we jump into the news, I wanted to ask you guys something. Would you guys want me to cover the Overwatch League when it starts? I don't mean like review every single game or go into depth with like a specific team or something like that. I just mean, would you want me to do like updates at the end of every week? Or if like something big happens? I know as of now I've been more generally covering Overwatch and Overwatch 2 news in specific, but if you guys would want me to dip my Sigma toes into the Overwatch League water, I could. Just let me know down below if that's something you'd like to see. Okay, let's finally get into it. This afternoon, the Overwatch League YouTube released a community update. In this video, we were joined by the always lovely Zoe, Mr. Matthew, Mr. X Morello, and Sean Miller, the new head of the Overwatch League. In this video, they're joined by a few, interesting faces who asked them some questions. Sean officially announced that the 5th season of the Overwatch League will begin on Thursday, May 5th. Cinco de Mayo, baby! Woo! This goes against the long-time rumored April start date, but late April versus super early May isn't that big of a deal. With the season starting in May, that means we've had a 7-month off season. Unreal. Over half a year will have gone by without a single professional game played. I assume that the date was pushed back from April to give the devs another month of work on Overwatch 2, so I guess I can't be too mad about that. At least we have a set in stone date of May 5th to look forward to. The first two games will be the New York XL and their return to America versus the LA Gladiators. The first game in APAC will be the reigning champions, the Shanghai Dragons, facing up against my Philadelphia Fusion. It's gonna be an ass kicking, but hey, maybe Overwatch 2 will level the playing field. I also can't wait for the XL and the Glads game. The Glads are my second favorite team, so if the Fusion sputter out, at least I can root for the Gladiators. They also concretely confirmed that the league will be playing 24 games this year, up from 16 last season. I am very happy about this, as we now get almost 4 extra weeks of regular season games this year. They also confirmed that the league is returning to the 4 tournament system as last year, 1 in each month, with 6 games played for seeding. With the tournaments, there's some super exciting changes to them. With 24 games, the NA teams will be able to play each other twice in the regular season this year, kind of eliminating the strength of schedule problem. Instead of playing like the London Spitfire 3 times, you play them twice, along with every other team. I mean, some teams will have an easier schedule based on who they play in each tournament regular season seeding games, but hey, that's almost impossible to eliminate. Plus, with Overwatch 2, who knows who will be good or bad this season, so no one can really ever tell right now. This year, the tournaments will be pretty similar to last year. The tournaments are the Kickoff Clash, Mid-Season Madness, Summer Showdown, and the Countdown Cup. The Kickoff Clash and the Summer Showdown will essentially be exactly the same as last year. A bracket with the top teams in NA and APAC will face off to win that specific tournament and get more league points, which helps seed the playoffs when they come along at the end of the season. As well as getting league points by winning matches, anyone who places in the elimination bracket at all will receive 1 point, so the teams will still get rewarded for placing well in the regular season. The Mid-Season Madness will be a little bit different. First off, there will be more league points up for grabs. I assume that's because it's a giant 12-team tournament, so the more games that are played, the more points the winners will get. It'll be a global tournament as well, so it sounds like the top teams from both APAC and NA are going to face off in one big elimination bracket where they play each other. I'd assume that the NA teams are going to go to Hawaii again if that's the case, since they did that when they were in the playoffs and had to play the Asian teams so they could get a decent enough connection. The Countdown Cup will be the official league playoff play-ins, so teams who are already locked into a playoff spot won't compete, but instead it gives teams who really should be competing for the championship the chance to make it into the playoffs. A lot of really good storylines could come from this format. I'm a big fan of how this season is shaping up. Another huge announcement is that the Overwatch League is planning to return to live events again. They gave very little details about this in the video, saying more info is coming later, but it's still very cool that they're at least going to try to have in-person events again. They did really well when they were still happening in early 2020, and having them back after over 2 years will be so hype. I know that a lot of people have criticized the homestand model since it would require so much travel, but the way they worded it makes it seem it will mostly be just like a few events. I doubt they're going to have the full homestand model again this year. There's probably way too many logistical hoops to jump through for so many cities to have live events. My guess is that the tournaments will be played in one location over the course of a weekend. Have tickets for each day in one location could make a lot of money for that place. I know it would be pretty lame because that would only be like 5 times all season that a live event would happen, but I know a lot of states and cities still have strict lockdown and safety measures in place. I don't know if the league would find a ton of places to even host that many games. I hope there's more live events because I've always wanted to see live Overwatch. I regret not going to the finals when it was here in Philly. I was just salty that the Fusion couldn't play live in the Wells Fargo Center. Just felt wrong going to an event at my hometown that didn't even have my home team. Like, no. Not doing that. The last bit of news they said in this first community update is that drops are returning this year. They said that there are already cool tournament skins ready for people to get, as well as a championship skin for the Shanghai Dragons that they're going to talk about soon. So expect to get some nice Overwatch League token drops for watching the games this year. It also makes me wonder, will there be Overwatch 2 beta key drops for watching the Overwatch League? Now, I know that's pure speculation, but the fact that they bring up drops in the first place makes me wonder if there's going to be some extra special drops this year that we can look forward to. Okay, that pretty much wraps up everything that they went over in that community update video. I still think it's hilarious how there's this colossus-sized elephant in the room called Overwatch 2 that nobody is still acknowledging. Like, we know that it's in 2.5 months now, and the Overwatch League will play on Overwatch 2, and nobody from either the Overwatch team themselves or the OWL will say a single thing about it. It's so funny how they keep trying to avoid the topic altogether. It's like saying, hey, we have this new sports league coming. It's going to be so amazing. It'll be live in person. Tons of cool perks if you come to the games or watch it live. Here's how the season will work and how the playoffs are going to work. You should be so excited. Wait, what? What sport are we going to play? Stay tuned. We're gonna have some news about what we're gonna play in the coming weeks. Stay faithful, bud. Like, are you serious? Whatever. Okay, that's all I have for today. I'm so excited about the start of the league. Not only for Overwatch 2, but because I just love Pro Overwatch and watching it is such a joy. I seriously am so happy about the 2022 Overwatch League season. So with that, like the video if you enjoyed or learned something new, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and ring the bell icon to get notified when I upload next. Comment below if you want to see more Overwatch League content from me throughout this next season, or if you're excited about next season coming up. Alright, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.